Good morning. You know, tens of thousands of people remain evacuated this morning. That's the number one question I'm getting from folks is when will that order be lifted? We are awaiting word from both the Sheriff's Department and L.A. County Fire. And, of course, we're going to bring that to you right away. Joining me now live, Mike Voke. He lives here in the North Lake neighborhood. Long night for you. I know you didn't get any sleep because of that fire. Your wife, Melanie, she raced home. She was able to get Max the dog out, and everything was at peace when that happened. At least he was safe. But for you, you stayed behind and you watched. And just take me through what you saw happening here.
Yeah, I mean, it was a little bit intense late yesterday and into the evening. There was we had fire engines and all kinds of things coming up the cul-de-sac here. But over here is where, I mean, the wind was blowing towards us, right, from the lake, as you can see over there. The fire kind of started on the other side of the upper lake, where it's kind of smoldering there. And the fear was that the winds, since they were blowing this way, they would make it around the lake, and then all this is just fuel, and it would just come and we'd be done. But the advantage we had was there's a lake between us and fire. So it stopped, right? And then it sort of took a left turn, if you will, and then just started cruising around down that ridge up to where that you see the church on top of that hill.
That's the Lake Hills Community Church, and there was a lot of concern that church was just going to go up.
Oh yeah. I mean, we thought it was. We really thought it was going to go up because there was just fire all along that ridge. I think it made it, and then you can still see some smoldering down in the valleys there. And then what happened is it just made a beeline straight for Tapia Canyon, and it just right along that ridge. I mean, you would turn around for 5 seconds and you would go look again, and there would be this giant, puff of flames coming up somewhere. So it was incredible to see just how fast it was. I mean, this thing was just cruising at, 30 acres a minute. It was amazing. And then it went all along the ridge and then down towards the sports complex and then started going up towards the prison. And so that's sort of where all the fighting was going last night. The good news is the firefighters just did an incredible job. I mean, they were all over here. They were, they were going after this with a vengeance, and they had tons of aircraft. They would pick up water from the lower lake and the upper lake, and it was just loud all night with the helicopters and the planes just dumping everything they could on it.
And obviously, we're off of, by the way, we're off of Ridge Route, North Lake neighborhood, off of Ridge Route and Pinecrest, one of the, again, neighborhood under mandatory evacuation order. The wind, we're feeling it right now. We're feeling some gusts sort of starting to pick up, and that's a huge concern in this neighborhood. Yeah,
it's really big concern, and that's why I was talking to a couple of firefighters that were standing right where we were last night, looking that way and trying to make sure that we weren't impacted, which is awesome. And it was calm last night, but they said they were just being super aggressive to try and get ahead of the winds this morning. And about an hour ago, there really wasn't much going on, and if you can see, these palm trees, which are kind of tiki torches, in this event, they're starting to blow south. And that's the fear that they have it not, where the hope is they have it knocked down enough to where that's not going to kick something else up. But you never know.
I know it's been a really long night for you, Mike Voke. Thank you so much for talking to us. I'm glad your wife, Melanie, and Max the dog, they're safe today. And you're Max made it. You're sort of standing guard here with a lot of neighborhoods who chose to stay behind. Again, we're off of Ridge Route. You can see the wind. You can see it picking up. And, of course, that is still a huge concern with the fire. Only 14% contained, over 10,000 acres burnt. And those evacuation orders still in effect, along with the evacuation warnings. Reporting live in Castaic, I'm Gigi Graciette. We'll send it back to you.